hear the silence louder than the rain. Words we never spoke, they leave a stain. Fingers trace the lines of what we meant, but the air between us stays unbent. Unspoken whispers fill the room tonight, lost in shadows where the truth takes flight. We dance around the edge of what's unsaid. In the quiet, echoes linger in my head. Your eyes speak in languages I can't read, but my heart translates every silent plea. Soft as velvet, the space between our hands, a bridge of longing I can't understand. Unspoken whispers fill the room tonight, lost in shadows where the truth takes flight. We dance around the edge of what's unsaid. In the quiet, echoes linger in my head. Ooh. Maybe the words are safer left inside. Maybe the truth is where our fears collide. A slow motion story, a muted refrain, caught in the stillness. We both remain. Unspoken whispers fill the room tonight, lost in shadows where the truth takes flight. We dance around the edge of what's unsaid. In the quiet, echoes linger in my head. Oh. I hear the silence breathing slow. The words we lost, they softly glow. Your eyes are speaking, mine reply. A quiet storm beneath the sky. We're drowning in the things unsaid. A thousand echoes in my head. Your shadow lingers, holds me tight in this unspoken, endless night. The clock just ticks, the room stands still. A fragile moment bends at will. Your hand moves closer, then it fades. A story left in tangled shades. We're drowning in the things unsaid. A thousand echoes in my head. Your shadow lingers, holds me tight in this unspoken, endless night. Every pause is a secret we hide. We're drowning in the things unsaid, a thousand echoes in my head. Your shadow lingers, holds me tight in this unspoken, endless night. I see the words hanging in the air, but they never fall, they just disappear. Your eyes say things your lips won't dare. In this quiet, love feels unclear. Unspoken whispers, they drift through the night. Silent confessions, hidden from a light. We dance in shadows, too scared to ignite. What's left unsaid keeps us holding tight. The space between us is heavy, it weighs, filled with the things we're too scared to say. Your hand brushes mine, then pulls away. The silence lingers, it leads us astray. Unspoken whispers, they drift through the night. Silent confessions, hidden from the light. We dance in shadows, too scared to ignite. What's left unsaid keeps us holding tight. If I spoke my heart, would it shatter the air? Would it break this spell, leave us both bare? Or would it heal the way that we share? Tell me, love, do you even? Unspoken whispers, they drift through the night. Silent confessions, hidden from the light. We dance in shadows, too scared to ignite. What's left unsaid keeps us holding tight. I see your shadow on the wall tonight. Soft whispers linger where the silence bites. A fleeting moment where our souls collide, but the night holds secrets we can't confide. Oh, stay a little longer in this fragile glow. Hearts beating softer than the fall of snow. In the quiet darkness, let the feelings flow. This love is a secret only we will know. The air is is heavy with what we can't say. Words unspoken always find their way, tracing memories on a window's haze. Fingers write stories lost in the maze. Oh, stay a little longer in this fragile glow. Hearts beating softer than the fall of snow. In the quiet darkness, let the feelings flow. This love is a secret only we will know. The piano hums like a lover's sigh, a tender echo as the night goes by. We're drowning slow in a velvet tide, lost in the rhythm where our hearts reside. Oh, stay a little longer in this fragile glow. Hearts beating softer than the fall of snow. In the quiet darkness, let the feelings flow. This love is a secret only we will know. I asked a question with my eyes. You looked away like you never heard, but silence wrapped around the room, like every truth was softly blurred. I waited long between the lines for words that never found their place. Your lips stayed still, but so did time, and quiet filled the empty space. No answer still means something. It echoes louder than a scream. You didn't speak but left me nothing but a faded, unfinished dream. You walked away without a sound. Still the silence pulled me down. You traced the rim of your coffee cup, like it could talk instead of you. But I could hear what wasn't said, and that was all I had to do. I should have known from how you blinked, the way your fingers held the air. Sometimes a pause is loud enough to say I'm done and I don't care. No answer still means something. It's how you you chose to close the door. You never lied, you just said nothing, but silence cut me even more. Now I replay the things you didn't say and live in them day after day. You started to say something soft, but your eyes looked past my face. There was weight behind your silence, more than words could ever trace. The coffee sat between us, gone cold like the space we kept. Your fingers tapped a quiet chord, and I just smiled and wept. We never touched the aching part, just danced around the flame. You said let's talk another time, but nothing felt the same. You smiled like it was nothing, but I could feel the break. That night became a question we both chose not to face. We never finished that talk, the one that mattered most. Your voice just drifted off like a dream I couldn't hold. I still hear what you did say in the silence after dark. Every time I close my eyes, we never finished that talk. Were you scared or did you know that saying it would end us? Maybe I was scared too of hearing what I'd guessed. We never finished that talk, but I wish I heard it all, even if it hurt me more than silence ever could. My heart's still stuck in that room, locked behind what we didn't unlock, in the echo of that half-spoken truth, where we never finished that talk. I had 1,000 words prepared, but none could leave my lips. You looked at me like nothing changed while I was sinking in a shift. Your hand let go so quietly, no drama, no goodbye, just the weight of all we didn't say, falling heavy from your eyes. You didn't raise your voice at all, but silence hit me hard, like the end was always waiting there behind each careless part. I stood so still, afraid to breathe, afraid to ask you why. You turned around without a word and left me frozen in the light. When you turned away, the world stopped turning too. No slamming doors, no shattered glass, just the slow collapse of truth. I reached for something in the air, but you were already gray. And all I'll ever remember is the way you turned away. Maybe you were hurting too, but never let it show. And I was too afraid to see the signs I should have known. When you turned away, I felt the echo stay in every room, in every night. Your silence finds its way, no words to curse, no love to say, just ghosts I chase each day of the moment I stopped breathing when you turned away. You stood there in the hallway light, your suitcase by the door. I watched your fingers hesitate, like maybe you weren't sure. The words were rising in my chest, but silence won again. I almost asked you not to leave, but let it end, like all things end. Looked at me with tired eyes, a softness in your face, like you were hoping I would break and give you one last place. But pride can wear a quiet face, and fear can make you brave. I almost reached to pull you close, but let the moment slip away. I almost asked you to stay, but the words just wouldn't move. My heart was screaming louder than anything I proved. I told myself it's better this way, but I knew I'd lose you that day. I almost asked you to stay, and I ache for that almost every day. Is it weakness to want someone who's already halfway gone, or strength to love in silence when the promises, no grand goodbyes, just the things we didn't say. I almost asked you to stay, and I regret that almost every day. You said my name, then nothing else. Just let the silence fall. It echoed louder than a scream between the bedroom walls. I waited for the second half of what you didn't say, but all I heard was quiet air and footsteps fading away. I should know what you were holding in, but I was drowning in the space where your words should have been. I smiled like it was nothing, though something clearly changed. The distance grew between your breath and all I could name. It was the pause I couldn't fill, the breath you didn't take, the moment where we should have healed, but chose instead to break. I searched for meaning in your eyes, but you had gone so still, and all that stayed was silence and the pause I couldn't fill. They say the heart can sense goodbye before a word is said, and I knew then in that stillness that love had quietly fled. It was the pause I couldn't fill that told me we were done. No doors were slammed, no tears were shed, just shadows in the sun. And though I tried to reach across, the space grew wider still. You left me with that silence and the pause I couldn't fill. Couldn't fill. I asked you if you still felt love. My voice was barely there. The question trembled in the air, but you just stopped to stare. No answer, not a single breath, no movement, just the pause. And in that space I felt it break, whatever we once were. I counted every second past, still hoping for a sound, but silence wrapped around your lips and held your heartbeat down. My hands were cold, my eyes were wide, still reaching for the truth, but you just looked away from me like you had none to lose. Between my question and your silence, there lived a quiet end. No shouting match, no curtain fall, just a love we couldn't mend. I searched your face for something left, a flicker, just a sign, but all I found was distance in the silence next to mine. Sometimes goodbye is spoken without a single word, and what we fail to say can be the deepest hurt. Between my question and your silence, the echo still remains. It haunts me in the stillest nights and softly speaks your name. No closure, no confession, just a space I couldn't mend. Between my question and your silence was where we met the end. You didn't say it out loud, but your silence said enough. The way you moved around me started to feel less like love. Your voice was kind, your touch still warm, but something had gone cold. And I kept trying to believe what I already should have known. I found the pieces in your steps, the way you left the light on dim, how you stopped asking where I'd been and let the distance win. I waited for the final words, but they never came in time. I heard your goodbye in the quiet, long after you left mine. I heard your goodbye too late, in the echo of your smile, in the way you stopped holding me. Though you stayed a little while, no doors were slammed, no voices erased, just love that couldn't wait. I begged my heart to understand, but I heard your goodbye too late. Maybe you thought you spared me by never saying it clear, but silence breaks much louder than the words I didn't hear. I heard your goodbye too late, and now I live with the sound of something fading quietly, that no one ever found. You were already walking out while I stood at the gate. I tried to hold what slipped away, but I heard your goodbye too late. We said we'd talk when things felt right, when tempers cooled, when stars stars aligned. We pushed it off like fragile glass, afraid one word could break the past. You held my hand, but not my truth. I smiled like I believed you'd come through. But nights grew long and days grew thin, and the silence started seeping in. We lived in pauses, careful steps, avoiding cliffs we never met. I watched the distance stretch and grow between the things we'd never show. I told myself, just not today. We'll talk it out some other way. But every time we turned away, the truth got further lost in gray. It was the talk we saved for later, the one we never had, the words that might have healed us or made it worse than bad. We wrapped it up in maybes and stored it in the dark. But silence isn't shelter when it's hiding broken hearts. Some truths decay in waiting, some hopes can't stand delay, and all we thought we'd handle just quietly slipped away. It was the talk we saved for later, but later never came. Now I rehearse it in my mind, but no one takes the blame. We left it hanging in the air, too scared of what we'd say, and lost each other gently in the talk we saved for later. I didn't say it every night, but I showed it in the way I stayed, and how I poured the morning light into your cup on quiet days. You never asked for grand displays, but I gave you all I could. And maybe I forgot the words, 'cause I thought you understood. I traced your name in grocery lists and kissed your back when you were tired. I listened through your silences, even when my own ran dry. I never made you chase my heart, I gave it where you stood. I didn't say I need you loud, 'cause I thought you understood. I thought love didn't need explaining, that some things don't need sound. But now I see the quiet ways can let the wrong truths in somehow. You walked away without a doubt, while I stayed where I should. I didn't beg, I didn't cry, 'cause I thought you understood. Was I wrong to think you'd see me in the space between my words? I guess silence can be but still too easily unheard. I thought you understood my love in every breath I didn't name, in the softness of my presence, not in fireworks or flame. But you were waiting for a line while I gave you what I could. Now all that's left is quiet and the fact you never understood. You didn't have to speak at all. The silence wrapped around your face. Your lips were still, but something moved in the space you didn't trace. I felt the shift before you stood, before goodbye took shape. And though you left without a word, your eyes had much to say. You looked at me like chapters close, like endings written slow. Not anger, not a storm inside, just something I should know. A quiet ache behind the glance, a softness edged in pain. You didn't say I'm leaving, but I heard it just the same. Your eyes said everything, the love, the doubt, the end. I searched for just one sentence, but saw what couldn't bend. No need for loud confessions or final parting lines. Your eyes had spoken clearly what your heart could never sign. Truths don't need a voice, they live behind the gaze. And in that single moment, I watched our story fade. Your eyes said everything, even what you tried to hide. The kindness in your silence, the tears you left behind. You walked away so quietly, still feel the sting, 'cause I knew you were saying goodbye. I said everything, even what you tried to hide. The kindness in your silence, the tears you left behind. You walked away so quietly, but I still feel the sting, 'cause I knew you were saying goodbye. I opened up, but not enough. Just let the surface show. You held my hand through easy nights, but never saw below. I smiled so you would stay with me. It's storms I couldn't name, and every time I bit my tongue, I only fed the flame. You You asked me once, are you okay? I nodded, played the part, but silence sat between us like a weight upon my heart. I wanted you to understand without me breaking down, but every truth I try to hold just pushed me further out. I couldn't speak my truth, so I wrapped it up in grace, hoping you would read it in the lines I couldn't face. You love the version I became, but not the one I knew, and I lost myself a little more each time I hid my truth. It's hard to say what hurts the most when you're scared it might hurt more. So I built a wall of quiet and watched you close the door. I couldn't speak my truth, and now it's much too late. You walked away with kindness, but never knew my ache. You kissed my lips not knowing what silence pulled me through. I loved you but I disappeared because I couldn't speak my truth. You look like you were gonna speak, but let the moment pass. I felt the sentence on your breath, but it slipped into the past. One word could have changed it all, one whisper held the key, but you just turned and walked away and left the rest to me. We stood there in that fragile pause where truth begins or dies. I waited for you to be brave, but I saw it in your eyes. You needed me to make the move, but I was just as scared. So we let silence fill the room with everything we couldn't bear. We were one word away from saying what we meant, one breath away from holding on instead of the end. I reached for what we almost said in every empty day. Our hearts were side by side, still one word away. I remember how the light fell soft on your face that didn't speak. We sat so close yet far enough to let the silence leak. No music played, no coffee stirred, just air we didn't touch. And all the things we could have said felt suddenly too much. You looked at me, but not for long, like you were somewhere else. I wanted to reach out and say what I'd been hiding from myself, but fear can dress like quiet grace, and pride can feel like peace. So we just sat and let it pass and called it some release. That time we just sat there like strangers in our skin. The moment held 1,000 words, but none would let us in. I told myself it wasn't time, the comfort was still care, but deep inside I knew the truth. That time we just sat there. Some silences aren't gentle, they hold the weight of storms. And in that quiet living room, a goodbye had been born. That time we just sat there will echo all my life. Not in what you said to me, but in what you left behind. A love that slipped through folded hands, too heavy to declare, still haunts me like a whisper. From that time we just sat there. You didn't have to say it, I saw it in your hands, the way they stopped reaching, like love had different plans. You smiled the same but softer now, like someone half asleep. And every time you looked away, it cut a little deep. You didn't have to say it, your absence spoke instead. You sat beside me miles away while silence slowly spread. I tried to hold the version of you I used to know, but something in your stillness told me it was time to go. You didn't have to say it, I heard it in your eyes, the way they didn't meet with mine, the hush between goodbyes. Sometimes the loudest heartbreak is the quiet we we really feel, and silence when it lingers can be the final seal. You didn't have to say it, but I carry it like sound, a truth that floated through the air and never touched the ground. You left me without leaving, and though no lines were drawn, I live inside the echo of a love that's already gone. You walked in like nothing broke, like time had left no trace. But I could feel the quiet weight behind the calm upon your face. I asked you how you'd really been. You nodded, then looked down, and gave me just a little smile, so soft it didn't make a sound. I waited for a deeper truth, a word, a sign, a clue. But all I got was practice tease and eyes that never followed through. You didn't lie, but didn't stay between what's real and meant. And all I heard was what you hid in that quiet, smiling end. A smile instead of a sentence, a mask instead of a name. You spoke without saying and left me holding blame. We could have had a reckoning, one last honest breath, but you chose the sweeter silence and left me with regret. It's cruel how soft goodbyes can be. No shout, no door, no fight, just one polite expression that dims the final light. A smile instead of a sentence, and I still wonder why you never gave the ending. Just let the moment die. I carry all the questions you never meant to mend, and I remember everything from that smile without an end. You stood there with that gentle face, half a smile, half a sigh. I knew you had so much to say, but let the moment pass us by. You reached for your coat like always, but slower than before. And in that pause between your words, I felt the closing of a door. You said it's late, I should be going, and I just nodded slow. I wanted to say don't leave again, but I let the silence grow. You gave that line we used to say when we both knew it was a lie. Let's catch up soon, okay, you smiled. We'll talk next time. We'll talk next time. The promise we don't keep, words we say for later, then bury far too deep. I waited on that future that never gave me time. You left me with a silence and a line. We'll talk next time. Truth you'll never show. We'll talk next time. I whisper it at night to a room that doesn't answer, to a name that lost its light. No final word, no closure, just memories that rewind, and the echo of a promise said we'll talk next time.